Hello and welcome to the final 9 holes of the 40th annual Discraft Great Lakes Open presented by Grip 6. You are watching the Disc Golf Pro Tour on JomezPro with myself, Nate Sexton, my friend Jeremy Koling, and another friend of mine, Paul Ulibarri.
Good to be your friend.
We have got a tight battle at the top, folks. We knew it would be that way. This course always brings really close action all the way down to the finish line. This time around, it is Calvin Heimburg with a one-shot advantage over Corey Ellis and just 3 strokes over 3 players, Ricky Wysocki, Kyle Klein, and Paul McBeth. Brody Smith, he's in it. I think the guys that are 5 back, I think they're going to stay out of the hunt. But there are about a handful of people who can definitely give that glass jug a good run for its money.
And I think there's enough difficult holes, like a hole like hole 17. While I don't think it is likely, I can easily imagine the leaders both bogeying.
Yeah, sure.
And things tightening up quick, you know.
2-stroke swings happen on 17, they happen on 18, they happen on 15.
Yes.
They happen not on a lot of other holes because these are just hard to birdie. They're kind of hard to bogey, though.
This one's fairly easy to bogey, but Paul gets a little dance.
Look at this crowd. I swear, these are the most acrobatic spectators in all of sports. Never seen a crowd clear like that in bowling, do you, Nate?
No, I haven't. There's something perfect about the speed of a disc golf disc near the end of its flight. Mm-hmm. It's very dodgeable, but it's still pretty impressive in the way that a ball like ripping in.
That just smacks people in their
Yeah, that's scary.
It happens all the time.
That's scary. Ooh, this is kind of scary too.
Scary good.
Yeah, that's way up there.
We kind of gloss over Calvin's shot. Once again, he's going fairway driver just to place it in the middle, and he has put it in the middle for a 3rd round in a row. Corey, however, he has turned this over. This needs a lot of late stability, and actually that kick, it's going to put him with a low ceiling, but it's much better than kicking down or kicking to the right. You might have a shot.
Blistered.
Oh,
yeah.
Perfect. Just
Ooh.
That's far. That is really, really far. I'm so glad we get to see this again. Has to put it on Anheuser a little bit.
that camera angle is great. At the same time, it sucks because there's just no way that you can tell that just climbed 35 feet.
Yeah, it's so uphill.
450 of distance.
Yeah.
That kind of puts it in a better perspective. You can kind of see there what we're dealing with. Could you imagine a skip in 2 on 10?
Look at this line. Backdoor hyzer.
Oh, and that could be a little tricky down there, actually. There's a little gully. Gonna be, he's not that far, but it's going to be quite obstructed.
I feel like that's fantastic from where he was.
Oh, no. Oh, it's not too bad.
Okay.
Wow, that would be terrible break from a beautiful shot. Corey to the middle of the fairway.
Those koozies, they've never done anything good. Oh! What?
That's good.
Corey Ellis!
Yeah.
What?
100 feet at least.
Well, see, he didn't hit the koozie. You know? You hit the koozie, it's going to roll away. He went straight for the chains. That's
Gotta
a smart
see
play.
this angle. Hyzer floats it up. Dead center. And it almost spits, but it stays in.
What a confidence boost for Corey. Wow. About to lose a second shot to Calvin.
Good effort from Paul.
No idea that happened.
Paul makes his putt with a star frame.
I mean, 3 birdies on it. I didn't see 3 birdies on the weekend, and that's pretty gross.
Perspective, how many people did birdie?
For the day, 22, which is kind of surprisingly high.
It's very high.
But yeah, I mean, a 7th of that number is right here on the card.
Yeah.
Wow. Hole 11, par 3, 512 feet. There are a set of par 3s that are over 500 feet on this course that are all blind. This one goes downhill and turns to the right. You have to hit this initial gap. We've seen backhand anhyzers overturn with a late stability crashing down, and we've seen forehands. The forehand needs to flip up and go a little bit flat. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get there with all hyzer.
Calvin going with eagle here. He's going to have to keep it pretty low. Like this, I feel like. Oh,
So flippy enough to
flippy
drop.
yeah, but that's too flippy.
Yeah.
Doable from over there. The best results I saw with the backhand on this hole were all mid-ranges this weekend.
Oh.
It's a very dramatic follow through for Simon.
Which looks to be the case with this. Too much anhyzer as well.
Gotta be, right?
And a little bit of headwind coming up the fairway on 11 on this final day.
Another chance for McBeth to get within 3. If it lifts, this is money.
I like this. I like that a lot. McBeth added like 50 feet to his forehand over the offseason, I believe he said. Or maybe it was even more.
Wow.
Really focused on that a lot.
That would kind of surprise me because he was ripping them. I mean,
you look at some of the holes this year. Oh, wow. Look at that just go from invisible to parked.
That was an awesome shot from back there.
There are holes this year that Paul has just been going simple, all hyzer angle, one angle shots, and he's getting the distance that other players are having to get the flip up to achieve that.
the
And
Eagle McMahon move.
correct. And I don't think his forehand has ever been a liability in any way, but it's definitely something that I think if you can stretch out that. Oh, look at that. And that's a huge bonus birdie.
Like I said, within 3 again.
Yeah.
That's doable.
How many people picked this one up? A little bit less than the last?
Less than the last, but still 15 is a pretty big number.
Okay.
You would be one of them. A lot of those, though, oh my gosh, outside the circle. Only one park job, and only 3 or 4 of those were inside the circle. So a
Yeah.
lot of people doing what McBeth did right there.
Yeah, it's definitely a hole that's very difficult to reach, certainly into the headwind. Hole 12, par 3, 344. This one plays much longer than that, but still is probably the most gettable par 3. Maybe this along with 16.
16, yeah.
That's on this back 9. So this is one these guys are definitely looking to collect. Got to fire the hyzer through there, push to the back edge from the tee pad perspective, and then finish with a skip.
Kind of like that.
Pretty much how you described it.
Going to be left side C1 edge. Not bad.
This is a bit inside. If it gets around the corner, it's going to be great, though. It does not. And that opens up a window of opportunity for Corey to knot things up.
I mean, he got around the corner. He's got a
circle.
putt.
That's circle 2.
Is it?
Yeah, he's got a putt.
Looked like it kind of died, but
I think he's circle 2.
you really do want. If you throw it flat, you definitely want to push that left side. If you throw highs, you got to push that right side. Both shots are very accessible, though. This is just right down the middle.
Big skip.
Best of the bunch, I think.
Simon.
Whoa.
No.
And it sits. That's nice, but what a run.
Circle 2 playing like
Yeah.
75, 80.
Straight up the hell. And,
Oh.
that
That
is
nearly.
one wobble away from see you later town.
Yeah. Costly miss and a strange miss. Very, very low.
Corey hasn't missed. Inside the circle, he's perfect still.
Great birdie.
So we have a tie at the top with 6 holes to go.
And heading into hole 13, par 3, 526 downhill with a lot of trees and branches that you need to get past. The low forehand, swinging in late and taking the big skip is probably your best chance to reach this green. But this is one of the harder pickups on the whole course.
This is one that Corey absolutely laced
Yeah, he
round
did.
2. Let's see if he can do that again. Looks
I like
pretty
the
good.
low. That's
Yeah.
really good.
Oh, too far.
It's just, I mean, as specific as a 500-foot shot can get.
I saw what you
I
saw.
feel like I saw it kind of come to the corner.
Yeah.
there and
Okay,
have a
straddle
putt.
putt.
Yeah.
Straddle
Let's go
putt.
look.
This is high, but I like the height to get past.
That's how you
Ooh.
kind of crash through. You're playing the odds there by playing it high. The low shot can be perfect, but it also wants to stay straighter longer, which makes it hard to make that bend.
I feel like where he threw it with the high line is basically as close as you can get.
This
to.
is in between the two.
Yeah.
This looks
this
great.
is perfect. Oh, man.
Never have I ever seen a disc skip like that.
That was great. Bullseye drive.
What?
freaking Yoda, dude.
Watch this right here. Scoop. Perfect. A counter skip to do that? Insane.
Full flex 4 times.
Wow.
Not enough flip up early.
Barely. Yes. But he only misses that by just a smidge. Those are 4 excellent forehands. I mean, Simon coming up just a bit short, but that was, like I said, that was really close to being good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Wow, so Corey even closer than Paul.
Ooh. Gosh, so much metal.
I thought he made that. From our angle, that looked great.
I mean, so much metal for the card on this, for birdie on this hole. I mean, with Paul's great bid, Corey hitting chains, Simon now making the long putt, and Calvin in the bullseye. Only one other player in the field was in the bullseye in this hole, and I'm sitting about 18 inches away from him.
I was shocked. I was so happy to get around the corner and see the disc sitting that close. But I think Calvin got closer than me, I'll be honest.
It's your first time playing this event ever. And I've been coming here since 2013, and I have not yet birdied it once. And you put it in the bullseye. I am so jealous and happy and angry at
I
you
can
all at the
teach
same
you.
time.
I can teach you.
Bombs away, folks.
Yeah, multiple bombs. The S is the important part, I think.
Especially since they moved this back
Oh yeah, that's worth
from last year.
mentioning for sure.
Yeah,
This is a lot longer now. I never played it in the shorter configuration. I think I'd like it. Based on how I'm feeling about this hole, I really think I would like it because this thing just plays 1,700 feet.
1,700 feet. Calvin, that's about 1,400 of those 1,700 feet.
Yeah, that's very good.
I'll leave him about 330 to the
Do you
ski
guys
sign.
think these guys are going to start frame this?
Yeah.
No.
I'm calling 3 out of 4. Bullseye.
That's right next to Calvin. They're setting up just perfect. Flips up at the top. Plenty of height. Can it sit right next to the other two? Sure can.
Does Simon take it personal and just try to do something crazy?
Yeah. I don't know, just a little golf.
Yeah, just-
550.
This could be the biggest one. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Yeah, I think it's
Those are
personal.
Those are all within about 30 feet of each other. 30, 40 feet.
All right, Paul, let's get it started off.
Oh.
Boy, kick. Give him a kick.
4 and 15.
Wow, that could actually be kind of bad.
Whoa.
That's so
Hey,
deep in
How
there
do you go 100 long?
on a 1,700-foot hole. It's crazy.
Good height,
Go in.
good width,
Yeah.
good gracious.
Go in. Easy.
I can't really imagine an easier hole for Calvin, and it's so frustrating because
I was kidding about the whole bullseye thing. That's a bullseye.
It so is. It so is. Fantastic.
good call.
Oh. Oh, fancy. But
Maybe,
aggressive.
and maybe penalized.
Oh, yeah. This is bad.
He's the king of making these putts, but man, he looks. Yeah, that was
Wow.
not much.
I mean, he was barely in it still before this.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to think that ends it. Not that many holes left to play.
Well, he was 4 back. I mean, he's going 6 back. So
Yeah.
no, gone.
Dunzo.
Dunzo.
Calvin to 24 under, 8 under for the round.
Look at this back 9, 3 under already.
I get a point.
Hole 15, par 4, 960 feet going down the hill. This tee pad right here used to be played in the tournament, right? As a par 4.
Yes.
Now
And
it's 400 feet longer.
Yeah.
Granted, they're downhill, but still trying to push that drive around the corner blind and take the biggest skip you possibly can to give yourself anything under 450 into the basket is probably a success off the tee. Bad rough on both sides. Too straight, I think.
Oh, that's...
And this gallery is going to be having to dodge a disc coming in fast.
Okay, opening though. There's no birdie happening from there ever.
And Corey has owned this hole for the most part. 4 birdies out of 5 tries.
This is really straight at the top. I thought it was great at first, but so
height.
much.
Oh, no height.
He's got
How do you throw a giant hyzer that far? With that width and height, I thought he was fine, but that thing just flips up and he's throwing it so hard. Whoa.
What's Simon doing?
I don't see this landing in short grass.
I don't see it landing on this course's property.
What's over there?
It doesn't matter. The crowd loves it.
Green of 13? Let's take a look.
Yeah,
Idio
sure, let's
Move
do
with
it.
Purpose form review here with Simon going with the huge crush. We're going to obviously focus on the upper body
Catch
here.
it? Oh, perfect catch.
The thing that you can notice when you are going to go Simon line, you got to get your reach back low. See how low he is to allow him somewhere to go, to allow him to open up the chest and fire this thing into the stratosphere and over every tree on this whole course for the first time ever in human history.
What makes him throw so far, though?
I just did the form review.
But so significantly farther than others.
Yeah.
At least one of the guys did it the way that we're accustomed to seeing them try to.
He's throwing a provisional.
Ooh. Probably a smart move.
Yeah, I think so. Pretty lucky to get to the edge and be able to just do this right here.
Yeah. Ooh, weird little gopher hole.
Top of the hill, that'll just be an eagle in for Calvin.
So Simon is currently just somewhere else, stomping through the woods.
I'm not sure Paul's going to be throwing that disc the next tournament. It seems like it's been turning over, being stable, just being naughty.
Yeah.
It's hyzered out on him a couple days in a row now.
Oh,
And on-
Corey doesn't get out cleanly.
Oh, that's significant.
Oh, wow.
And we have no idea where this even is. No idea where that, I mean, I'm guessing that's heading in the direction of the basket, but that's all I can tell you. Spotter's on the run, so that's a good sign.
Corey's in big time danger of taking the bogey here.
Huge. There's no way this is getting up into a putting position.
and-
Wow. Double bogey.
Oh, wow.
Double bogey in play.
So, Calvin, this is a huge approach now. I mean, it was before every stroke matters, but this, knowing that Corey's in big trouble, putting this one close, this is going to make it really tough to catch him with only 3 holes remaining.
And that looks close, but that's Circle's edge uphill.
Is it still that short?
I think so. I think that's a tough little go right there.
Oh, so he's on the road, but wow.
So, that's a...
I think I might start trying to play it that way.
Yeah, you go over the top.
It's looking pretty good.
Very Simon-esque par.
Oh, this isn't nearly as bad as I had feared.
Yeah.
Trying to do it again.
Yeah.
And again.
And that's scary. He catches any metal that's not going in. Great chance it rolls away.
This is more what I thought Corey would be looking at. Paul does get out cleanly.
How does he just find metal from everywhere?
Maybe he's a metal detector.
Maybe he's a blacksmith.
Maybe he practices putting a lot.
No, I don't buy that one. You're right. This is a little tester. Calvin delivers.
Made it look pretty easy, but that was to the regular fella a tough putt.
It's the regular fellow that's rolling down the hill. Corey, now down 2.
Costly.
And if there's anybody I would not want to be behind going into hole 17, I feel like it's Calvin with the boomers that
Yeah.
he throws.
Yeah.
You know, like I just feel like he's the type of guy that might put a stamp on it. Hole 16, you got to get through this one though. This is the easiest 2 to get on the course, I think.
Yes.
And 396, plays a little bit shorter, like 350. So whatever your straightest mid-range is, let's see what you got.
And this is a huge shot. Just being first, setting the tone on a really important hole. And it looks like Calvin has said,
wow.
What do you have, Corey? Because I'm not stopping.
Yeah, you don't want to go down 3 going into the last 2, that's for sure.
I think it's almost a must get now for Corey.
Oh, totally.
Simon's
Whoa.
lost his mind officially. I think he's actually lost his mind officially. He's doing it for the crowd. I like that. I like that a lot. But he's making the spotters work extra hard.
You know what? Actually, I think Simon's doing it for himself. Like, he loves playing to the crowd, but like Simon does those things because he gets bored and he needs to like bring back the fun for him. Anyways, back to Corey. Huge shot here.
Straighten.
Going Heiser through the gap. Heiser flip up. Look at that. Way to open up.
Outside the circle, downhill.
Yeah. A good result. There's so many things going Heiser through that gap that disc can hit. Getting through cleanly is a big break for Corey.
Another line I might have to look into. Made that par look pretty easy. Okay. Corey's going to be first. Must make.
Yeah, must make.
Wow.
That lazy son of a gun.
Center.
Striped.
Dead center.
God, he makes
No
it look
nerves.
so
I don't know if no nerves is the right way to
doesn't
say
show
it,
the
but
nerves, yeah.
but battle right through it.
Calvin is shredding this back 9.
I believe he shredded it yesterday as well.
I don't know what the best back 9 that we've seen is. But have we seen better than 5 under? I know we've seen a couple 5 unders, but that seems to be about the threshold for excellence that we've seen in the back 9 thus far.
I believe Paige and I will do whatever it takes. We have 5 world titles, but that's not where we want to settle. We don't want to settle with 5. We want more. We would practice 24 hours a day if that's what it meant to win the world championship. You know, we're willing to do that. We're willing to sacrifice so much because we've already sacrificed so much, you know, to get the 5th. But we'll sacrifice more to get the 6th, the 7th, the 8th, the 9th. We have that same mindset, and we're just going to continue to push and push and push and push.
All right. I'm skipping this whole preview. I need you guys to talk strategy with me. If you're Calvin Heimburg and you're up 2, obviously a birdie here wins the tournament. But is it worth going for?
I think he throws far enough, and I forgot that he goes Heiser.
Yeah,
So
he's a
I
Heiser
think
guy.
he throws it far enough.
Still playing for birdie. That makes a
Yes.
lot of sense. I mean, if you're
Gotta-
going to go Heiser, you have to go big.
And you have to keep it in bounds. There's got to be like a 80% bogey rate. I don't like this. This is too tight. This needs to get down or hit the berm in the air.
Oh, man.
It just flies OB. You have to go so wide and so flat with an overstable disc if you want to play that Heiser line.
Wow, that is a big mistake.
I think Corey's going to take the Heiser line and go to town on that line. See how he got that flat?
He's going to Birdie Town is where he's going. Look at this.
That is... Look at the roll.
Oh, wow.
And man, that roll is huge because if you stay on the side of that hill, your approach is significantly more difficult. Blast off. Maybe too far?
Yeah, probably.
Such a bad mistake by Calvin.
Yeah.
Honestly, you just get it wide, you hammer it. Under the circumstances, everybody makes mistakes. That's why these tournaments become interesting with all these great players. But still, it's just surprising that he doesn't do it like that and leave it even on the hill
Yeah.
because then par's,
Yeah,
par's guaranteed
for
if you get
sure.
if you get a skip, whatever.
And Calvin is certainly more than capable of saving this par.
Yeah, but,
But-
this could be a two-stroke swing if
Huge.
Corey gets up and down.
Huge pressure.
500 feet,
This is a good
400 feet.
really good looking shot. I don't
that
know
might
how
be-
close that is, but that is a good shot.
C1 edge, maybe, is what it looked like to me.
That's a very excellently thrown shot. Uh-oh. Well,
You liked
not
it over
bad.
there.
Yeah, he made it yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is it right here. Is it the mid-range?
1, 2, up.
Slow down,
Resting.
slow down, slow down. Okay.
Solid.
Is that
In business, we
circle?
got a putt off coming up on 17.
It has to be in circle, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how it just floats up there. I'm gonna start calling him Easy Ellis because it just 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, rip a few.
Buckle my shoe.
Get a 2. Make just
Back to back.
just go over there and make putts.
17, yeah. That'll help his top 10.
Yeah, he's battling for to maintain perfection and top 10 finishes in this event. I'm not that he really cares about that, but
He's got to be looking
Yeah,
good,
he
right?
cares about
Yeah.
it just like anybody, I'm sure. Not just like anybody.
oh, off the left, and that's gonna make its way down the hill.
But I don't care who you are. Oh, I'm stopping
Yep.
talking because this is super important.
Clutch jeans.
Do we call him Easy Calvin too? Because that was. It's like.
When he's nervous, he misses that putt low. That looked so confident.
Yep.
Look how far Simon went and just barely getting it over the rim. And now the huge putt. Corey Ellis to remain or to get to one stroke behind Calvin.
To extend the tournament potentially.
Yeah, I mean, you can't win going down into 18 down 2.
No.
And it's
Let's-
just not happening.
Let's talk about that putt too. He had the little stuff right in front of him. He putted through it and still made it. That was not an easy
No.
putt. And he had
No.
to straddle that
Inside
was
the
sick.
circle, so you know it's going in. I mean, that's just a couple things are given so far this weekend.
Huge birdie.
Huge birdie.
Nothing's given on an 8.
No.
315 straight uphill, out of bounds, all on the left-hand side. You're going to see the crowd in numbers. You miss right, bad news, and there's a hanging branch that cost him 2 strokes yesterday. Let's see if he can.
I mean, this branch could decide the tournament right now with backhand throwers
Yeah.
going up the hill.
This is looking to be low and
he
through the
went-
window.
Gaps it.
He went between the branch that sent him out of
And
bounds.
virtually parked.
He's in the circle, so that's parked.
I mean, that looked like 15, 18 feet.
Yeah,
That went right between it.
that was crazy.
A little too heavy on that hyzer. A little skip roll forward, but not a good release there for Paul.
Throwing for the win.
And knowing that Corey's super close just on the crowd reaction. Sit. Okay.
C2?
I think that was a product of being afraid of that branch
Sure.
and making sure to get under it with the lead. I think that's a smart decision
yeah,
by Calvin there.
certainly out of bounds loses you the tournament
Yep.
now. You know Corey's right up there.
He will have a 40 to 45 footer for the win. This is looking great for Simon.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. So Paul will be up first, but then we're going to have the biggest putt of the tournament coming up right after.
Oh.
Just let him finish the
Give
tournament.
the people a show.
It's crazy as.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
Wow.
You called it on the last hole. You said when he gets nervous, he misses a little low. I was going to say McBeth's putt was from where he made it. The 18 under. He likes it.
Yeah.
All right. Do the nerves break down? He is so close. I don't even think a nervous putt from this range is going to miss for Corey, but he knows this is for the playoff and to extend the event. Incredible.
I didn't like how much time he took, and then it looked farther from that distance. But I'm so glad he took the time he needed to make that.
Great putt. Great finish to birdie 2 difficult holes to come back from 2 behind and force this playoff. Calvin won in JomezPro in the playoff, and now we're going again.
Resiliency by the kid.
The loop is 1-17-18 on repeat until we've got a champion.
Exceptional play. We're going to have a sudden death playoff. First person to win a hole outright wins. The loop will be 1-17-18. You two are still expected to make all your calls on each other. If anything requires a second, I will be there to do that.
So Corey up first. Draws a number out of a hat. This needs This needs to turn. Keep turning.
It needs
get
to
down.
slow down.
Oh.
Hey,
Is it? No.
no.
The crowd's noise indicated to Calvin.
I got to think Calvin got confirmation.
No confirmation given to Calvin. He
What?
thinks that Corey is in bounds.
He's going to be in bounds. This is turning hard.
Yeah, this is going to be...
Is it in the woods?
That's the only question.
Not
No,
bad.
no.
Not bad.
Okay, so that's
That
it.
is.
It-
Well, we've seen him throw in.
Yeah.
You know, let's not discount his opportunity to throw this in. But this is.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not it, but Corey's going to have to make it from 80 feet. Calvin's coming over to confirm.
Good on, boys.
I guess I'll make it. And he's been confident all weekend. Why would he not be confident now?
Go, Corey.
I think he knows that Calvin's in a very makeable range right there.
Yeah. Well, this needs to go in.
Oh man. Hats off to Corey Ellis, though.
Wow.
Inspiring play.
He's going to be sick inside. You got to keep it in bounds.
And he's very close.
And Calvin, yeah, he would have
Yeah.
had a great shot for
Yeah.
the birdie. But either way, a layup is all it takes for Calvin. He gets to drop it in. And for the second time this season, Calvin Heimburg wins an Elite Series event in a playoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 40th Discraft Great Lakes Open champion, Calvin Heimburg.
Feels amazing. Yeah, I played great out here this week. Putting might have been a little shaky, but yeah, it feels great to be a winner here again, and yeah, I'm excited. I mean, this is kind of a thrower's course. You have to be throwing amazing shots to really put yourself in position for birdie. So I threw the disc really well this week, gave myself a lot of looks. Didn't make all the putts, but I made enough. So, but yeah, there were some lead changes there throughout. You know, past that, I think he took the lead somewhere in there, and then I took it back, and he charged there at the very end, got a couple birdies, and props to him for that. thanks all everyone for watching, and shout out to my sponsors, Innova, Millennium, and everyone else. So thank you.
Everyone. Calvin Heimburg, everyone.
There's a couple things we know. We know that Corey Ellis likes this course a lot. First podium finish ever, 2021. He got 3rd place. This year, a tie for first and a loss, and he takes 2nd place. The other thing we know, Calvin Heimburg likes to win close events. This is his 7th Elite Series / major win. Well, he has no majors, but a 7th Elite Series win. And 3 of them are playoffs, and 1 of them was a tie with Ricky Wysocki last year at Ledgestone. In those 7 wins, his total margin of victory is 5 strokes.
Wow. That's crazy. Just to think how close, just a couple breaks separate him from 7 wins from 0. It could be 0, but it also could be 12.
Yeah,
we don't have that data, but clearly one of the best players doing it right now, and a clutch performer. I think that's what that tells me, is when the going gets tough, Heimburg gets going.
And he gets a little bit of monkey off the back with his first win, being tied going into the last round of an Elite Series event.
Oh, I'm sure he's super stressed about that, for sure.
Well, I mean, it's just, gives him something, a little confidence to go off of. And a great season for Calvin Heimburg continues. Another great event wraps up here from Milford, Michigan. That's going to do it for us here in the booth. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks at the Ledgestone Insurance Open.